What I want to tell you when I said I make too much money, like it's a certain amount of money that you have to make in order to get your voucher. If you make too much of it, they don't really want to give you your voucher. And even if they give you your voucher, you have to pay majority of your rent because the voucher is like useless basically because you're paying majority of your rent because you make such amount of money. So what I just did with my job is I work for Home Healthy. I switched it from McDonald's to working at Home Healthy because McDonald's I was making like 7 to 8 a week because I was doing like 40 hours a week. Sometimes I was doing like overtime at McDonald's and stuff like that. So I just went to Home Health Day. I thought fast food you couldn't even make a lot of money, but obviously you can. So I just switched to Home Health Day, which is I do like 4 to 5 hours a day. So that's like 16 hours a week. So it's not a lot. Um, so I don't have to pay too much rent. My rent is the bare minimum. My voucher pays majority of my rent. My rent is a lot of money. For these new buildings, these rents are between 3,000 and up. So imagine your voucher paying majority of that. You don't like I doubt y'all gonna pay the 3,000. But anyway, when I first went to the shelter, I was in there for about 90 days until I felt eligible with literally within the first week. I was in there for 90 days until I felt eligible for my voucher. Then I felt uneligible because I switched my job. I was like hopping from job to job because I really did not know what I wanted to do, and I really wanted to make sure whatever job I did have, I'm gonna have when I move into my apartment because that's a big thing. Like they always have to rebudget you for everything, every time. Like I have to wait the 90 days again to get rebudget and stuff like that. So like that's a hassle. So when you are in the shelter and you have a voucher, do not switch your job. If you got your city peps with no job, keep it like that until you move into your apartment. If you have your city peps voucher with a job, keep that job. Do not get mad and quit that job. Wait until you find your apartment because all you doing is making your process longer because they have to rebudget you every time you switch your job, every time you don't have a job, every time they have to keep rebudgeting. They have to put all that in the system because they have to update HRA. So it's like you might as well keep what you got on that paper so you don't have to make your process longer. The longer you make your process, the longer you will be in that shelter. So how you went in the shelter, stay like that please, because all you're doing is making your process longer, giving them a headache, giving you a headache because you ready to get up out of there. Always have all your paperwork. If they ask you to get something from HRA, go do it the same day. Consistency. Once they see that you're serious, they serious. Like it's about consistency. Like you have to do your part and they have to do theirs. In order for them to do their part, they have to have everything they need from you. So therefore, it shouldn't be a hassle. I know some things could be annoying, could be tiring because you sometimes some people doing it by themselves, some people doing it with their partner. So sometimes if your partner work, you cannot work. Two people cannot work in the household because that's too much income. Then they feel like you have it. So why like you're homeless, I understand that. But you have enough income to get you your own apartment. It's basically so if you go in there with your spouse or your BD, please let either him work if he's the breadwinner or if you're the breadwinner, let you work. Only one person should be working. Nothing more and nothing less. When it's one person and you're a single parent, either you're a single dad, single mom, either you could have the option to not work, you have the option to work. But when you don't work, you have to make sure you put all that in through your housing connect, um, put your voucher in there, make sure all of that you're in the shelter, that you're not working, that you have your voucher, your amount of your voucher, make sure they have all those information. Update everything, your profiles, update everything. When you going through something, make sure you update everything for your housing situation, okay? Make sure you're on that. Update it, update it, update it, update it. I cannot. stress that more. And for the people is that did get they like accepted for housing, that that process could take from 3 months to 6 months. But sometimes it could take a month for you to move in. If the apartment is officially ready, if they tell you that you got approved for it and it's ready to go, they still have to do inspection and all the paperwork, and then you can move. HRA gotta look through all that stuff, send you your money and stuff like that. Sometimes you can get your keys before, sometimes you get your keys after they get their money. Like it could go either way. Like it's really just a waiting game. But once you approve, they cannot take that from you. You was approved, okay? You approved, and they said that apartment is yours, and you sign that paper that you want that apartment is yours. Once they send you the back, and your caseworker said the apartment is yours, we just waiting. Just wait. HRA is going to approve it. They just have to send the checks. Once those checks is released, it's game time. You out of there. Like it's really just a waiting game, and it's really about how you communicate with your housing specialist, with your caseworker. Sometimes the housing specialist really be busy because it's not only you, it's other people. So go to your caseworker. For like, hey, I have this. I reached out to what's the name. Send it to both of them. Like, just be on top of them. Be like, hey, I know you needed this, and send it to both of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be consistent, be on them, ask questions. If you're confused, ask them. Like, that's what they there for. If you can't get to them, it's other people in the shelter that's willing to help you, answer your questions and stuff like that. Like, just try to handle all your stuff that they ask you to handle. Make sure you have all your stuff that you need. Like me, I really didn't need much, but like everything they asked me, I already had. I went in there ready. The only thing that held me back, and I was in there for my time that I was in there, was literally me switching my jobs. And that's why I tell y'all a lot, please don't switch our jobs because that be the hassle. If I didn't switch my jobs, I would have been out the shelter probably within like a year to 6 months. I literally would have been out the shelter probably 6 months to a year. It took me a year and like 4 months to get out the shelter. So that's like it's still not bad, but it's like, girl, could have been out there. Like, but if y'all have any like questions, I will be happy to answer them. This is just like the main thing I wanted to tell you because a lot of people be writing me and asking me, hey, what like when I just got my city fabs, what do I do? Like, if you however you got that sleep apps, stay like that and just be patient. Look for some houses, update your house connect, update housing, your housing portal and stuff like that. Send in paperwork, go search for housing, like start doing that. Don't switch nothing on that paper. However money you say you make, however money you gotta pay, keep it like that. Just keep it. And the people that is waiting for their checks, it's gonna come. Be patient. That's a little waiting game. Sometimes it comes fast, sometimes it comes slow. Like paperwork, HRA moves slow. Even when you're waiting for food stamps, sometimes when you just apply, it moves slow. Like it's gonna come. Congratulations. Just do what y'all gotta do for real, cause it's really an easy game. It's really however y'all play it. So literally, like